Immediately going for that B plan, and Giorgimo slipping through into the net and into the back line of the enemy team.
What a nice round here from G2 so far.
We're already seeing Util going to be used in spades on either side with that paranoia, trying to flush out the remaining players. Paperx trying to get themselves in, but this is ingrained positions. Look at this, flipping the map ever so slightly. Salvos off of the first tap.
Jinggg is re-wrapping heaven.
It could be that backstab that's sorely needed. Paperx are just wondering where the hell these players are lying in wait. G2 are coming out with order preparation right now. Wonderful look here for the pistol round, but they're not done just yet. But that second round of salvos denies it all. Time being burnt all the way down here. Potential there for it. Players are lying in wait. Flash triggered. Bit of a peek around the corner. Jinggg, something forsaken or collapse as well. Snap shut with the trap. Giorgimo's going to try and at least even this one out. 3 players still alive here for G2.
How'd you get the spike back?
I'm going to try to go back into this one, of course, because the spike is out into the middle of nowhere. The question of how you get it back is the least of their concern, I think, right now for G2. Hurting bad. How the hell do you even get past this as well? Smokes on smokes. That's just off sound cues. Giorgimo hears it, scuttling in the sand, takes it with a no-scope, picks up the upgrade. Paperx could still be deadly in this spot, though. Snakebite ricocheting back to try and pull them back out. What a face from them. And now, surely the cherry on top. Leaf just dropped down to that 30 HP. He's got to do it now with just that. Outlaw missing the first shot. Anticipating the re-swing. 35 seconds left.
I think this is the only gun that Leaf could have a chance with.
It's an awkward engagement, but he's got to be so damn sharp. Magnetic onto their heads, picks up the rifle, but with the pistols, it's all Paperx.
How have they done that?
Forced to play the retake into this one. We've already that paranoia. Satchel forge. Jinggg, though, is going to be near side.
Oh, the double TP!
It's close, double TP! Into the back lines! It's dealt with instantly, and that's Valin is hungry for it. Carnage onto the site. Straight into the thick of things. Something wants nothing to do with it. Might be gearing up for a bit of a fight there. Stun still. It's going to be hitting towards the back, and shot still distracted for a second. It's traded out evenly by Jinggg. Devi still at the back, and heads are turned away from him. He combines the might. Him and Patman really doing the damage. But Forsaken, the IGL, inserts himself into the conversation.
Give up space.
Yeah, Nightfall and Valentold as well clears out most of the site there. Leaf loses the fight out to Patman. Cleaned up that straggler. Devi still here. Hanging around into the sidelines. He's going to get that first connection. A bit of running gunning, though, is ordered up here by G2. And Jonah P, why not pull out the sidearm? Secondary's getting that job done. Finishing up here. It's 2v3. The Nightfall committed. This looks winnable for Paperx. They're going to send it forwards. Judge in hand. Something's gone against the Stingers and against the Rifles. Patman's left to do it all now. And a lot of damage being done in the process. Spraying them potentially down to a killable range. Patman himself very, very low. 51 health to get it done. High-low setup, G2 trying to play it with that discipline, with that diligence. Being disjointed, being picked apart. Time is running away from it right now. That wasn't a rifle he picked up, just the judge. Patman's going to get it done now. 9 bullets and time running short. Trent from on high. So used to push them back, so no one is home, but Leaf dropped down. That was it. The mid-lurk cleaned up, and that's a rifle as well. They can hand over to the opposition. Still very much winnable. Information gathered, something going to be playing for his life in this spot. Paperx still have a chance to get back in. Especially with Jinggg showstopper. Door's going to be open up from behind. Steel Garden as well. Just putting the squeeze now onto these G2 players. Get the corral and cower into the corner with a nade at your back and a gun forwards. Jinggg, watchful eye on every single extremity. Weapons finally back in action, but again, Giorgimo's got it too much to do. Showstopper close quarters. Choose to activate it now. Plays a scurrying, but against the back wall. That's mincemeat made of Valin. Jonah P, an attempt to answer that back straight away. Stun's going to be ricocheting, but a smoke in your face.
3v4.
A lot will have to go right here, but Devi is already making sure that any sort of hurdles and obstacles are dealt with necessarily at that. Still G2 finding their mark. It's brought it into a 2v2.
This could be the opening.
To Nightfall. Scatters forwards, only the one tag. They don't know where something is there, but it's all being covered as well. Hell of an awareness, and the Seas connects. Forsaken's position notified. Armageddon. My God, the slightest of angles to play out of. He's alive for now, but he's got to do it now with just 34 bullets left. And the off angle of Jonah P. Salvas in a one-way deep CT control. Name of the game already called for. What a snap to the head. Straight his way, that door's going to be opening up. This is Paperx trying to apply that pressure, but Jonah P covering the angles. And he cracks some weaknesses, but his back is currently open towards it. Something lurking up and around. The pit. Going to let them try and get involved and get back in again, but Giorgimo's still just dominating the extremities. And the pit now insurmountable is what it feels like in a 2v4 to get mid-round information for his team. And okay, as the smokes dissipate and just fade away, it's an open silent and open fight. Devi's going to be gone. Back to the spectator seat, 4v4, something consistency there with the operator. Jorgemon wants to try and take the fight straight to him, but again, Paperex are just fighting at every single side. It's never an easy fight, pestering them from every single angle. Paperex are all over the place right now. With every fight going their way, it leaves it to Jorgen at 1v3, but it's looking inevitable. It's looking like an evened up half, 6-6. Could we have it any other way? Gearing up, isn't it? Skirmish called for. Why not? It's going to get bloody, and it's brawly at that. G2, though, the ones winning it out so far. Feed entirely filled up in their name. A 4-piece, 4-leaf.
B and B.
Spotting that one, Jonah P. No way is he winning that one. Stinger in hand. Play Jinggg forwards. Skip past this one. Sightlines is going to be spotted. And the bodies just line up for him. Jinggg. It's two eviscerated in a blink of an eye, and a forward approach now into that PE site. Heaven angle. It's not really contended, and it's not really smoked off here. I mean, Stun with a ricochet, trying to peek this one forward again with the fights to be taken. G2.
Play happening as well. And Devi's going to be watching for it. Forsaken also challenging here.
Pixel angle, Forsaken. Faded out by the first player, takes off Valorant's head as a result of it. That wall's going to be tripped, and that double face does overwhelm. It's going to be a quick call out though. Pac-Man looking to see if he can contain as well. Needs some help as well, calling for reinforcements and a bit of backup, and that is a TP behind you! It is manic stuff from Jorg! And he's not stopping there. Damage done, but in a flip of a coin, it's all turned on its head. Paperex and themselves up into this 1v2. Forsaken. Adjustment called for here by G2. Looking to really fight this one forwards with a lot of util in the process, but Trent beamed down through the smokes. Still, bullets are going to be rattling forwards, and with that showstopper, you are no more. Jinggg paving the way to success, and the rest of his team can follow him straight through. Jorgemon looking to answer back rapidly at that, but still shut down with a bullet to the dome.
That's incredible awareness there from Paperex. Dodging the flash. Valen would have to go huge.
Lying
this
in
would
wait.
be monstrous.
Well, dissipates though, and the player's just not lined up for him. It's up to Leaf now. 1v3.
One of the first rounds where we've seen teams actually clash over towards rubble.
Bit of damage to the economy while he's at it. V5.
Jonah is so committed.
Hyper committed. He's got no real backup as well. No help to help him out. That wall's on cooldown. Needs it up ASAP. Nades are flying forwards along with the bullets. Surely he doesn't survive this. He's trying to counter-spam them all the way back. And Jonah P gets out.
That's incredible.
It's going to be an extension into the round. Paperex still have a way back into this one. Battering against them. That Utah's flying forwards, but killed in their name. Nightfall now. Scatters forwards. Jinggg. He's even collected a few of his own. And just like that, it's a 3v3. Players are noted. Drop down into pit. The C's to try and cut off these angles. Steel Garden even being offloaded here with no weaponry to work with. It all comes down to the sidearms. Valen dismisses Pac-Man, brings it into that 2v2, but time is ticking. It's getting away from them. The Thorns delay it. TP in. Valen's looking to try and get at least a bit of a tap onto it. Damage through the box. Satchel over the top, but it's all Devi in the feed. Going to be tested, like you said. Forced to anchor now with the Odin in his hand. The door not opened up. The salvos to try and cut them off. Where it hurts!
Down A.
Split them in twine. Paperex right now, they don't know which way to look, which way to stand. Toppled at a moment's notice. The pressure was there, but long-range support with that salvo at the feet. And he could do some real damage here. Trying to take that peek. It's an unsmoked angle. Trent is no more. Obliterated in the process. Jorg falls with the information. TP's back out to safety, but there's still a player down on the plant. Now finally going down.
Heaven control there, threatened from Paperex, and then once they know that G2 have seen it, they immediately drop back and try to fight on site, creating presence in as many spots as possible.
All players on site with the exception of Devi. Taking that peek in the fight to be taken. It's an off angle for Pac-Man, and that is beautiful work. Two players dropped in the blink of an eye for G2. They're going to be watching from the spectator seat being made. Tweaks as well across the board. Salvas far breaks open the blue room door, and Jorgemon not anticipated from that spot.
He's a big game player.
Delivers them a killing blow onto Jinggg. Right when his team needed it, and the slightest gaps to work with. That is disgusting stuff. Contacting up here, Paperex.
Leave from behind.
It could be that backstab! Oh, what is that by Forsaken? Quick 180. Snaps back and punishes Leaf for the hubris of trying to contest. Something playing like this, and like you said, the timing is everything. It's all about how fast G2 end up playing it, but he reveals it early with that kill to Jonah P. No one's turning to look at this right now. No one at all. Communication just going to miss. Paperex. Again from the brink, again at the player disadvantage. 11 lost to G2 and anticipating that TP deep into the back line. Jorgemon's got his watchful eye onto it still. Bullets going to be rattled on either side here. Damage is being done either way. Judge in the hands of Leaf, he can't get much done at all. The rifles are singing in the hands of these Paper X players.
Still a salvo, still an ult here for Trent.
Chance for him to get back in, but a lot of damage done to Jonah P as well. They're going to have to use everything at this point. Space given up. Presence being shown. It forces the Armageddon to be used just to take site control. G2. Meticulous, they're like surgeons when it comes to these retakes, just trying to divide up most of the site and see if they can take this one nicely. But they have to get their eyes and watchful eyes, and these smokes, Valin does punish it. Forsaken dropped in that IGL dip. Jinggg from the side has got a nade waiting, rebounds, but a little bit too shallow. A tap onto it, Horn needs to be dealt with, it's all coming down to the wire! And in slow motion, could we have it any other way? Map 1 goes to Paper X. Stun used as a response of that. Prowler alongside it. Time starting to be a bit of a difference maker. Damage done on the side of Paper X. They are absolutely dishing it out now. They're not giving it any easy fight whatsoever. Looking at different kind of angles here. I mean, he's worried about mid. Still lands a shot. Jinggg there following up on top of it. He gets another. Following with the TP. Cheeky enough, but it's all being watched for. And this is a bonus conversion. Waiting in the wings now. I mean, Paper X could not have got off to a better start here on Corrode, a map that they've been banning, showing no signs of.
It's a crazy decision. He's not calling for the full rotate.
At this point, it should be very obvious. Devi, stalwart defender, the one to try and lock this one down, and he's being precise as anything, just trying to pluck off the heads away from the shoulders. 15 seconds left, double face in the end here. The TP into the back line. That's a timing that was unanticipated, yet still with the shots. Leaf is raining down lead upon them, laying down. Shot after shot. These are hammering blows, and it's brought G2 into a 1v2.
But they don't know where something is.
That's what something has got to play with in this spot right here, but against a sharp aim of Trent. Though, Salvo forcing him back and away alongside that C's, and there needs to be that collection. The crossfire setup in tight formation. G2 still trying to find their way forward to this one. Ults are being earned up. A lot of avenues uncontested though, and Jinggg looking to see if he can take that fight. There's that punishment we were talking about prior. Against Paper X, got to keep guns out because they will be willing to take those duels and take those fights indeed. It does go both ways. Trent.
That's a big kill.
Massive one. Frees up the flank away from it, now has the Armageddon. He's going to be using this preemptively.
He's been doing that a lot. Hasn't really been saving his utility for post-plant.
Just trying to buy a bit of time, and that nade rebounding. That's going to be a perfect position. Leaf surely goes down, that's half HP. Drifting away, and it's a half clearance. Jinggg anticipating that it was cleared out. Leaf, the savior once more. Something. Wing into the sidelines, but now he's out into the open, squaring up for that fight. It's an instant response, Valin straight there. Wants to try and take the fight to him, but the IGL dips him. In the process, pit down.
Back to Vi. Forsaken, it's all on him.
38 seconds, comes down to these kills. What is that?
He's so good.
Disgusting stuff.
30 seconds left.
Playing and weaving around this smoke. Made the B site his den, and there's only one more option really left for G2 to work towards. It is this B site. They have to find a way past it, but again, Forsaken!
It's ludicrous.
He can't be stopped! He's walking on bloody water at this point! Patman, nowhere safe to stand, but he does find a slight pocket to play in, and even adjusting the aim towards the final moments. Jorgamo delivers them back from the brink, gives them a win con.
Super aware, kept his gun out the whole time, ready for those fights.
30 seconds left.
Still eyes are trained towards main. That's an off angle to be held to the corner. Showstopper avoided. Good movement straight from the side, but again, it's going to be Forsaken revealing his hand from the spot. And Jorgamo supplementary with the spam. There's a smoke in his face, but that will be dissipating, and he gives it up for the even fight. Still, shots are going wide, going wild. They're going out. With the smoke propped up over towards the top, it's an impossibility. Surely, Forsaken, you can't be winning this. 7 bullets! Oh my goodness! While he's at it.
No, he's caught everyone, hasn't he? He's seen
as
everybody
well.
Apart from Leaf.
Back over towards A, everyone but Leaf, and Leaf does collect. And now the triple face as well. Punish onto Jinggg, trying to offset that disadvantage they found themselves in, and now all the way over towards B. It's up to Patman, he's got that ult in. Salvo still had to really take the fight and was forced into it, whether he liked it or not. So they have the entirety of the pack all grouped up here. Jonah B, shots in the dark, through that smoke, something has been head ripped off. Steel Garden, near sighted, there is coverage, swinging right round to the corner. The timing has to be perfect, and the clearance is just not there. Jonah B is still delivering, but it goes both ways. Paper X are still in this fight, it's evened up to that 2v2. Patman off onto the flank, and now putting the squeeze onto Jonah B, leaving that timing for Leaf to collect. Devi in a 1v2, testing with that shorty in your face, it's a lot of damage done. Dropped down to barely anything at all. Quick tap as well, trying to force Leaf out into the open, but he swings at the right time. The salvos at his feet along with the clone. That is ridiculous! Something! Dismisses them with a wave of a hand, but he needs some help out now. He will be dropped. Jonah P having to trade that one out. Nightfall taken, Batman from the flank, and heads are rolling. Leaf is gone.
And Forsaken as well, all the way up through B main.
It's two players of G2, they have been picked apart at the seams here. Every single avenue accounted for. Main, Link, and CT. Sees up and over towards the top. There's a lot of damage done, but as that smoke fades again, the time is taken. Jonah P can only do so much.
For the drones.
Wall is heard, wall is heard. Patman not realizing there's a gap in the play. Forsaken wasn't quite holding it, and that timing was taken. Evened out though with a kill onto Leaf.
He might think that he's trapped them all in the choke.
Players drifting in as well from the side. This is an angle as well, something counting for it. Sees the barrels. Damage done though. Instantly there with a trade nevertheless. Jonah P needs some help, needs some bailout as well. The timing is going to be, has to be picture perfect. Picture perfect! What a spray down a transfer! And something with the util out! Never quite ideal, but still the damage is being done. Showstopper, he whips it around. Jinggg is straight in and through. Tip of the spear for him, and something not anticipated. Exiting out of that ult. It's a mad scurry, it's a mad dash through mid. The Dubai left to punish, an instant shot and answer back, but it goes both ways. 6-6. Some of the angle to be watched for. They lost mid control in the process. Actually, Jonah P was the one to take up domain and residency there. Quick walk down, Devi being punished. Smokes in the face though, now spells it out. This is going to be leading and landing over towards an A hit now for PaperX. Making moves forwards, that's a kill claim. Jonah P shot in the dark as well through that smoke. It's his head who ends up going down. Paranoia sweeps though, that is a massive collection. It's only Batman who can put a stop to this. Oh my God!
Jonah and Jorg here.
Very deep angle. It's not really the best weaponry to work with. If something does his best with it, just ghost in hand. Would see it. Ingrained position, not really cleared out. With the classics, might be able to make the most of this one. This is elbow control given up. The plant is down though. 3v3, you got to think the weapons in the hands of these PaperX players surely going to be enough. And nade's still primed. Ready and waiting. The timing is taken just right on that. The damage is still being done though. They can't really deal with these players. And it comes down to a 1v1. It's Trent versus Forsaken. No easy pickup in terms of the weapon, but a stinger is found, salvaged from the midst of all of it, and the body just peeking out! Forsaken! Gunplay, and how well can you trade each other out? Both satchels used, just crouch peeking into it. Jinggg dismissed readily. Reaction time test. All pays off here for the G2 players. Very ready for the fight that was coming their way. Yes, into elbow. Oh wow, the Paranoia is only going to be connecting onto the one, only onto the one. Leaf has to be that difference maker, but a re-swing out. Patman more than ready for it. Trent is in a sticky spot. The situation here is going to be a bit dire for him, but the flash to try and set him up. Something still hits that. Nightfall now scatters forward. Something delivering, hammering out the shots. G2 with the amble in this situation. Big light up from the horns. This is all going our way. Chaos is where PaperX thrive. Gonna be deaded off, sees, connects, they see that, the trail points it out. Jinggg rebounds with a salvo as well, he's out into the open. Patman trying to help out as well through mid, looking down this avenue, he knows where most of the ire is coming from. Devi shuts him down, 1, 2, 3 shots. He's looking for that 4 off his team, helps him out for it. We overlapping most of this one here still. Players trying to hold this one down, and Leaf intentionally maybe even just getting caught into this one, but he does shut down Jinggg nevertheless. He was vulnerable up, the Classic makes short work of him. Holding on to that elbow control, it's a critical element. G2, it went wrong for them in the past with these B hits.
A 3v5 again. PaperX have been winning these.
Position is something in it. It's going to be filthy stuff. Still, Dimensional Drift should clear him. He's spotted out here. 2 players now noted, making comms noted to the team. And in through that smoke as well, just pings as the exit onto the ult. It's all coming out from that link angle. It's up to something, and Patman, can they punch a hole through this one? Flipped on its head. Spike being diffused, stuck all the way. The coverage is in sight for G2. They got bodies on bodies here. I'm trying to hold this one back. He's feeling the heat now. It's turned up all the way. What is that? Shots are fired, and elbow control still maintained. These players starting to flood in their way through. Jinggg has an ult to work with, but in a 2v4, looking for another kill, I think, to really set the pace and maybe given that allowance to use it. It's not going to be quite the case, is it? Trent is on top form. It's going to be scattering. Ults on ults to try and find this. Jinggg presses forwards. There's an advantage to be found. He's hunting it out. Pouncing on the chance. Full control in towards Link. And they've given up elbow as a result of it. But PaperX still ingrained. Good positions to be held, just comes down to the shots, and with something missing that one, Valen, he might have just opened this up for them. It's a 3v3. Fly lays it down at least without flash! Shots and fights all going their way. Jorgamo tries to get it done, but not fast enough. Worrying predicament that he could be placed in. Drone needs to be dealt with onto the side here, but the fight, brute force, no way! Forsaken! Caught out into the open there, tried to take the TV behind him to be that dagger in the back, but punished as a result. The pick could be exactly what G2 needed. The flood, the avalanche, now it's all falling to pieces, and it's going to come down to the individuals again. Divide and something, they have to do it all, and it leaves it down to just something. Jorgamo with the defuse, stuck all the way. He knows there's safety now. Fought and collected, 30 seconds left, and it's going to come down to the gun duel. It's going to come down to it, here and now. Across the map, kills it, collected and claims it. It does even it up into a 3v3. Armageddon, plant down, Pac-Man with the full commit.
Does he get out?
Full stick, and he can't escape it. Goes down with the ship, but it might just be your G2 sailing into Ascent to bring us all the way. Something is going to have to go huge. Planted for him. A flash dodged and avoided. Jorgamo puts his body on the line, but it's played perfectly. Something, you can't be doing this to them. A tap from Trent trying to pull him out into the open once more, but it's all goddamn something. Move over it as a pack. 3-2-1 TP up towards the top. It's a full exec that's scored for, but that flash is everything. Divide finds it in through the side. The trades on top. Jonah P still trying to play it forwards and not expecting that something could be on that corner. Lucky to be alive in a spot like this, but the paranoia is perfect once more. Forsaken is going to lay claim to the site and help his team survive. As they reveal their hand, it's up to Jorgamo. Can he try and put a stop to it? Jinggg stops. Finally there, but out wide into the open. These shots need to land, and land they will. It's all on Leaf, on his shoulders. He's given that open avenue for just a split second, but the damage has already been done. Gonna skip past this. Just leaves it to Divido, and it is inevitable at this point. Time trickling down.
30 seconds left.
Bodies reinforcing it. G2 are not finished yet. They want to survive. Damage being done, but it's just tickling their feet in a salvo. And it's all is on Leaf.
How's he got 3?
Where has he found that? The timing to be taken up mid, and he thrives underneath it. Grouped up here, Pac-Man and Divide trying to make the most of this situation now, but Keen's a good... Oh, it's going to be clean, and unfortunately, first one not going their way. Pac-Man even just revealing his position, and immediately you can see the G2 players scurrying forwards. Jonah P trying to buy time and try and take that fight, but no one really ready to trade off that. As an ult turns up, Nightfall now scatters, gives a confirmation. One player spotted, he doesn't know where Valen is. Horn even broken, time ticking away, trying to really ISO those fights out. G2 though had it. Drone clearance through, Valen off to the side as well, holding it down at an avenue of his own. And he attempted a trade, it's just not in sight here. And we should be going to Ascend. This is just a bloodbath and a blender that these players are being pulled into. Forsaken does at least collect the one kill. Spike in his hands. The players rapidly approaching.
If anyone could pull the magic out, it would be him.
1v3, he's got to try and find these players and see if he can collect the kills. It's all Valen though, puts him in the grave. And sends us all the way to Ascent, a map 3. He can come with a tag, he knows he's there.
30 seconds left.
Jorgamo, tight to the corner here. Actually, a bit of awareness, just going to miss just for Jinggg in that. Still players are starting to look to see if they can float all the way back in with that frenzy. How the hell does Jorgamo get this value?
He's so good with it.
Too controlled, man. Something of Forsaken now, having to get it done. Sheriff in the mid, something already going to be picking off. Jorgamo. He's gone in a 2v2. Anyone's game now at this point here. There's potentially an in. The PaperX have earned themselves. We'll find out. We can see how it gets going. A lot of damage being done. That is so precise in terms of the shots. And Trent has to reveal his position. The dart drifting overhead here. Something still delivering these shots. My God, what a monster he is.
Something like that.
It's all the way in. Very wide face. Good adjustment by Chor, but he oversteps himself. Jinggg is going to be putting him in his place still. Awareness there from Pac-Man, still watching that angle, but Jonah P has found it. Targets are toppling, and now Divide is going to be the one under that pressure. He's going to try and hold them back now, just with that stinger. Seen out, but as he's placing the util, that's a pretty poor timing to be taking. Leaf running a mockery over him right now. They seems to be aware of the fact Jinggg does return that fire, but he's got the rifle, and he's looking to get out while he can. Looking to contest here. Tangle with Divide. 1v1 onto the side, that could mean absolutely everything. Still, they haven't dealt with him, and he is drifting in. They're not really taking this fight together. Divide, a chance. That's all it will remain as well. He's going to be sent straight back.
To clear.
TP into Wine. Double face, that's a quick TP straight out. Jorgamo even with the punish onto the main player. 1-2 combo.
That should be the round. G2 are going to slow it down because they know that PaperX love to flood in, but the drone is going to give them info that the site is theirs to take.
Taken, he's here. Drifted into the spot. His gun's going to be coming back any moment now, and that's the time to strike. It's Nye. He's going to jump on the chance to pounce. Potentially do some damage to help his team out. The flood attempt in from PaperX, all off the back of the IGL. Valent's going to try and do all he can to survive in a spot like that. No time at all. I mean, it's a deep TP by Valent, but he's into Wine. He's looking to get punished. Forsaken still holding it down. War's going to be going down momentarily, especially when they're knocking at the door and trying to break it down themselves. Leave! All sorts of damage being done, but it's A, that's the problem. Forsaken needs to be dealt with, and this guy is a nuisance. He's in the goddamn walls, but time barely bought.
How have they won this round? It's absolutely insanity.
Oh, but G2, they don't care about it. They're going to be taking the fight straight to them anyway. Creeping all the way up to the line. Divide trying to really see if he can put the herd onto them again, but that is an instant trade once more. G2, you're playing into their wheelhouse, but this is a round at PaperX. They don't want to give up. The Dimensional Drift is going to be used again to set it forwards. The trade bug. Oh my god, man! He's everywhere!
He can do no wrong.
And he's dominating so far, round after round. PaperX on the shoulders of Something and Jinggg. Creeping away past here, looking for any sort of sightlines, and they got the wall off into CT. Attempt to try and break it. Leaf still wins that out. It's a 4K for him. Most of that corner out. Jinggg is forward again, trying to take that fight. He can hear the sound cues. Jonah P is just waiting in thick water. Forsaken's still going to be the one to put the bullet to the dome. And finally, a player advantage.
And Something fast on the flank. You can play retake in this spot, but Trent's already the playmaker.
Trent trying to slip the net. There's one! Oh my god! Straying out with the bullets on either side. Forsaken finds it. Oh, cancelled out. Goes out here. Forsaken trying to sow chaos again once more, but Something onto the flank again could just be a nail in the coffin they needed for a round like this. Jorgamo not anticipating it whatsoever. And it's all down to Valent. It's a 1v3. Positions here is playing way out into the open, but the bait and switch is perfect from PaperX. Exactly what they needed. Way forwards again. That TP is going to be cut into the corner. Dodging, juking, maybe even in the midst of all of that. Yes, damage is being done, and with those kills claimed, it goes on either side. Patman finally lets loose with one of his own. But it's a 3v3 that they're going to be playing themselves into.
Flash available for Jorgamo. And one for Forsaken as well. This flash recon combo should be quite nice, but PaperX forced to use it early.
Paranoia sidestepped, but no one really anticipating. It's a smoked off position. Forsaken gives away his life. With the slow field drop down at your feet, your options even more limited. Revealed over and over and over again. Damage through the walls. Bled to death. 1,000 cuts here. You might have that heal in the back pocket. But it's a chokehold setup currently going on. It's going to take just raw individualism. Heroics from either side. It's all G2 though.
Oh, he could feast here with a frenzy.
They don't.
They've got to clear this.
So much damage being done to all of them right now, but that frenzy's barely out of there. 5 bullets left and trying to do the job, but this guy can't be stopped. They finally remove him, but the damage has been done from every single side and avenue and angle. Divido might have just done it, and he's brought it into that 1v1. Enough damage done in the process. Patman versus Trent. Sova versus Sova. 30 seconds left, and they know the rough positions.
30 seconds left.
Both are damaged. Weak as anything, but Patman walking right into it.
Can't really help, that's why I'm saying. Massive pressure on Trent here.
And leave it up through mid. 2 shots to the body, chest, or legs. Pick whatever you want. At the end of the day, it's all down to Trent right now into this spot, and he's still dodging, weaving, ducking away from all of this ire. A fight taken towards it. PaperX ensuring that they hold on. They keep their eyes onto the smokes with those guns well trained. Divert themselves into a 2v2 from this spot.
Devi's going to hear Jorg coming up. Maybe not. He just cut noise.
He did cut noise from it, and the barrel's going to be poking out before. No, not quite. It's all about the timing here. Devi trying to cut it up into the corner, but the clearance. Immaculate stuff from Jorg. He had a hot hand earlier. We'll see if he can keep it going now into this 1v2. Currently 16 and 8. The players dropping down and giving him that perfect timing. Snapping to it. 1v1. He's earned it. Ensure that he's not cleared out from this spot here while Something looks to try and get the clearance down. Leaf, he's answered straight back. The weapon's into his hands and he's running through. TP'd into the side, man. Eventually cleared up. That's still guarding both ways. Weapons taken away. A res in sight. Shorty does the job. Close quarters. That's where the action lies. Weapons to swing back out here. PaperX have found themselves a way back in. But Jorgamo looking to see if he can answer. Knocking at the door, him and Jonah P. But Jonah P no more, there it is. Thorns at your feet, spam into the corner. I think they know that Jingg's in that spot and that position, and Leaf, time to strike is there. The backstab that they needed is a spike drop down in the middle of nowhere. He doesn't overstay his welcome.
Thorns activated.
Let the spike be retrieved, let it be picked back up. There's 15 seconds left and you haven't cleared these site plays. Jonah P, the anchor, and a thorn in their side. The flash and a peek, he's been denied. Deleted here. The plant is going down fast and loose from G2. Trying to take the fight now, trying to take it together. Thorn needs to be broken. An avenue and a sight line, and Leaf does deliver. Death blow after death blow, but Pac-Man looking to answer straight back, and damage done to Valen. Weak as anything. Handed it back to Forsaken with a deeper TP. Jonah P will clean them up. These players, weak as anything. It's going to come down to the tiniest of details. Who can hit the first shot? And that is a risky one. Jump spawning around, jumping down into the fight. Pac-Man left into the 1v1. Down in his face. He's going to try and break this one down, but with the damage done in the right click, Trent delivers it. Damage onto Jorg. And bodies are reinforcing. G2 have the entirety of the team. The army has arrived to try and put a stop to most of this, but a dart late in being delivered. Leaf, though, still getting active. He's forwards again into his approach, trying to bait those shots, and he can't be stopped. This is ridiculous from him. One-man army himself. Big reveal, but coverage in sight. Forsaken, eager to put the bullets straight back into that body here, but a reveal onto it. These shots are coming thick and fast. Pac-Man barely able to survive. 4 bullets left. He's going to try and find these shots individually, but it's all Jonah P. Angle just in case the operator was there, but Leaf to reposition. He misses his shot. Rarity at that, and it doesn't take the time to TP away. It's Forsaken with the punish. He was to play with a rifle. It's going to be the case, and the Sheriffs, wow! Paper X, you know how to make them work. 2 players down here for G2, and an open site now and an open plant. Paper X, a lot of damage being taken into the process, but you've got to try and win this one with overwhelming firepower. Sightlines are being cut away, spam into the floorboards. Trent removed Pac-Man. Now he's looking for a little bit more. Big flash though, and an even better swing. Forsaken is putting matters into his own hands as the IGL. Straight shots and straight bullets. He's barely alive, but he's still getting it done. 3 for him. And time has been bought for his team to survive into this one, to play it all together. What a play by Forsaken.
Has ult.
All triggered, flash forwards, and his shots in the dark as well through that smoke. Jorgamo, he's gone down. Still these angles, needs to be watched for. Jinggg will have to respect that one, and inside that smoke and straight bullets being fired forwards. Shorty with a double dash hit, a double right click. Jonah P, the one to put him down anyway. Plant going down now for Pac-Man. Chips in the night, these players have rotated around, but they need to clear up something from this spot. G2, they need a chance. And it solely rests on making sure that they can get rid of something. Ripping the ult. They think it's winnable. Dimensional drift. He's going to be getting the hell out of there. Something looking to rejoin the rest of his team. He's body blocking. Just being that nuisance player. And trying to get a run on. Trying to get a bit of a move on. Valen's forwards as well. Now barely any bullets to work with. It's all Paper X. That's an attempt at a punish. Could be some connections coming through. And there it is. Long range with the artillery. Trent trying to make the play towards it. But that's a res to instantly undo most of that damage. And something inserted himself. Making a bit of a home, just trying to set up camp, and they are going to remove him out with that util. It's clean, but it goes on either side once more. It's all down to the finer details, and the gunplay is what matters most. G2.
Forsaken, ulting, and now they're looking for him around spawn. They know, though, that the spike is going down over towards B. Valen checking B main.
Cancelled.
Full 3v3.
Gets the clearance onto this one. It comes down to it. The gunfight's taken. This Paper X will want to square up towards it. They hear the footsteps, and they see the shot. Survive! Rains down that ledge! And it's Paper X who survive. Paper X who keep going.